Hi everyone. I am a Mocha Mom from YouTube channel Cherish My Daughter, and I considered, hey, you guys, welcome. I considered doing a video about this for my YouTube channel because I woke up a few days ago to a video from mega YouTubers, Jesse and Jeanna from Prank versus Prank. I woke up to a video from them about how they were going to stop vlogging every day and how they're having problems in their marriage and how they want to take a break because they've discovered that vlogging every day as a couple is very unhealthy. And so he's moving to a different state and she's staying where they've lived. Look at how dry my face is. I think I'm going to do some lotion. She's moving to a different state and she's staying where they are, and they're going to take a break from their marriage in response to the problems that they're having. And a number of people, they disabled the comments on the video responses on what they think about this couple breaking up. I don't know anything about them, and so maybe I'll fall into that category of people they were talking about on their video who don't know them, who will make a video about them. But for me, it's not so much them, but I have something to say about how people handle problems that they have in their marriage and whether or not it's effective to take a break as a response to a situation like this. Some of the things they said in their video was that vlogging every day made it so that the lines were blurred between if they were saying the things that they were saying and experiencing the things that they were experiencing because they wanted to create content for a video. And it strongly affected their relationship until they didn't know if it was them or the character or image or whatever that they've created of themselves. And honestly, since I make videos, I understand that. I understand that YouTube is a culture where honesty and being real and presenting who you truly are tends to be celebrated by viewers, but at the same time, as someone who does content, it's very tricky how much of yourself you're willing to expose. I mean, even in real life, when you're being yourself and you're around people that are not members of your family, you don't necessarily show every aspect, the good, the ugly. You don't show everything of yourself. I think it's natural to have some kind of filter, but still be real. And so their channel with the whole pranking thing, I found out about them also because I wanted to see what YouTube Red was. So I tried to get a YouTube Red subscription to see what kind of videos were on there, and they have Prank Academy on there, and I watched one of the videos, and honestly, they can do them, but I just, that wouldn't be my own personal cup of tea. I don't think I'm that much of a good sport. I mean, I think if I was pranking my husband and he was pranking me back and forth and everything like that, since that's not really my personality and his, there would be hard feelings. So I think it's fascinating that they have that kind of relationship. And the thing that became a problem for them is daily vlogging. The pranks would have become a problem for me and for us. But I just think it's tragic that they both talked about how much they love each other and how that's not what the problem is. They love each other so much, but whatever, they didn't reveal all the details of why they would, quote unquote, take a break. But that's what they think is going to help them get to the next step of whether they stay in the relationship or not. And I just think it's a faulty approach. I mean, I've been married for 20, we're going to be celebrating 22, 23 years. I got married in 1994. You do the math. And so through the years, there have been struggles, there have been problems. I mean, I have 5 children. I homeschool, I stay at home. Finances tend to be a stress on any marriage relationship. So yeah, definitely we've had struggles, we've had stresses, we've had problems. But I've not seen where me going into my corner and my husband going into his corner, or even just leaving each other altogether for extended or undefined periods of time. I have not seen where that has resulted in us improving our relationship and making things better. I mean, I certainly understand giving each other space, limited space, but saying you're taking a break and checking out, and you know, I think there's a place for that. I think there's a place for that in when you're having severe marital problems, and maybe they are. You know, offhand things like physical violence, they haven't said that that's what they're dealing with, but things like physical violence in the relationship, I can see, yeah, I would want to get out of that situation right away. Substance abuse, sexual abuse toward the children. They don't have children. I could see where that would be an immediate, okay, I need to get as out and get away from the living situation with this person, or, maybe even cheating. I don't know. But, I just wonder in the break that they're taking, what have they put in place if they really want to give their marriage a chance to work? Is there some kind of counseling set up? Is someone working with them? I don't know that space in and of itself brings any kind of revelation in a marriage. Marriage is work. It's a lot of hard work. It's sacrifice. It's uncomfortable. If there's a fence, we need to be able to work through that. And if we can't do that, just the two of us, we need to find some kind of third party, some kind of mediator to help us to be able to process through that and work through that, and make the changes that need to be made. And they didn't really, maybe they are, maybe they plan to do these things. They didn't really say that in their video, but people that are watching and maybe learning from them, I think the younger generation, which is probably a large part of the demographic of the people that watch their videos, I wanted to come and say something, and maybe I will ultimately make a video, since these periscopes are brief. They don't stay up unless you find some other way of saving them and presenting them. I think that it needs to be said, since they didn't say it, that if you do love each other, I love you so much. He said it too. I love you so much. What more honestly do you need? Everything else can be worked through. I mean, I've even heard extreme things being worked through, extreme things like, cheating, violence, substance abuse. As much as a couple is willing to forgive, and as much as a couple is willing to put in the work, it's work. And sometimes it takes time. And sometimes separation is warranted. But separation in and of itself, and dating other people, and let's see. I mean, I cringe at the concept that you're married, that you've made. They didn't say this. I'm just talking in general. That's not what they said that they're doing. But I cringe at the concept, because I know people do this, of separating and going your own separate ways. And now let's experiment and date other people. You're still married. You still made that commitment and that vow to be exclusive with one another. However, in this culture, we just have this thing where we don't give as much value as we should to the vows that we made and the word that we made. Back in the day, even something that you said out of your mouth was legally binding, to be exclusive. And, the minute one person says, I don't love you anymore, or the other person says, I need something else, I'm going to explore something else, we just completely ignore the vow of exclusivity and just go do whatever it is that we want to do and use our feelings to guide us into what we need to do. But honestly, marriage is not something that can be driven by feelings, as much as media and our culture make us believe that it's all about feelings and being in love and falling. I mean, take it from someone. I don't know if you want to take it from someone who's actually been married and stayed married for more than 20 years, which is me. I don't know if you want to take it from me or not, if you're interested in what actually works. Marriage is more than just a feeling. It's more than just, being in love. All of these things can be strengthened, by applying different things to work on different things. And you find that, oh, I'm in love again, or I have the butterflies again, but I don't know that that's what we're saying and teaching or even living in this culture. So, I think it's really tragic what's happening to them. And I hope that even though they didn't mention it in the video that came out 4 or 5 days ago, they didn't mention specifically what they're going to be doing during their separation, their time apart, their break. I really hate that terminology. I'm taking a break from you. They didn't really say what they're planning to do, but I hope there is a plan, and that the plan is not just by us being apart and going our own separate ways. We're going to figure something out. But anyway, that's all I really wanted to say. Thank you for joining me on this live scope. If you want to hear more from me, definitely go on YouTube and check out my YouTube channel, Cherish My Daughter. I have so many videos, more than 300 videos, probably more than 400 videos at this point. I also have a Facebook page, also Cherish My Daughter, and a blog, cherishmydaughter.com, which goes way back to 2009. So I've said a lot. I will continue to say more. And so I hope to see you out there. Be blessed.
Put in breaks. You need breaks. You need breaks. You really do need breaks. You will be so much more productive if you take a break. Because if you just try to work and work and work